Hello everyone and welcome back to Switzerland. I've let about 10 years pass mostly to let our truce burn down. In the intervening time period, a few interesting things have happened. One is that our buddy the Palatinate has become the emperor of the HRE, probably because Austria is one province minor, but that is great because it greatly strengthens them. The other thing that has happened is that the Papal States have managed to vassalize Venice, which we helped them with, no big deal. The bigger thing that has happened is that we have picked up some new friends through a combination of improved relations, money, all kinds of things. I've managed to get Great Britain as an ally and the Ottomans as an ally, and then have been steadily currying favor ever since. So we have picked up two other very large great powers as our allies, which is helpful because in our next war, we're probably going to have to go directly at Hungary, which is going to mean the Commonwealth. Don't think we'll be able to bring Great Britain in, but at least they'll be more friendly about it. Before we start the war, I pulled these pokes off being a march a while ago, and so we can annex them in. Revolt, whatever. Let's annex this vassal in so we have more diplomatic relations. Also I took and finished the Diplomatic Idea Group, which has allowed us to take a policy, the Diplomatic Arms Act, which is a combination of Merc and Diplo ideas, giving us +2 Diplo relations. We're still over a little bit, but once we annex in Nassau and Avignon, then we should be in good shape. Avignon needs to wait a little longer before it can be annexed in. But I think we are getting into position here to attack. Decline. So if we were to attack right now, and we'll do reconquest on Zagreb, they will come in. We could co-belligerate the Commonwealth. They have only... Why is Palatinate is the defender of the faith? Okay, well, we will not do that because we want the Palatinate on our side. Let's see who will come in. The Palatinate, the Papal State, and Denmark will come in. The Ottomans would come in, but they need some cash. Great Britain is not interested because the war is too far away. And France is in debt. All right, so what we need to do is send out the bribes. They're fighting with some random small country. All right, let's see here. Let's pull a couple of folks back so that we can do this. Let's send some gifts. We've got a huge bank, so we should be able to get them all on board. Let's see here. Where is my send gift? All right. Let's send a ridiculously large amount of cash to France to see if we can get them to help us. Here you go, France. Here you go, Ottomans. All right, let's let them process that for a minute. Maybe they'll use that to pay off some of their debts. Alright, now let's see if they'll join. Hopefully 3,000 ducats. Looks like it got France ready. Ottomans doesn't owe me favors. Would destabilize. They have a truce. I promised what do they have, a truce with Hungary maybe? No, they don't have that. So what does declaring do? It's interesting. I wonder what does declaring mess up for the Ottomans? I'm trying to think of what they would be mad about. They don't have a truce with any of these people. It was pretty smart of them to guarantee the Ansbach so that I can't just fight Ansbach one-on-one. I have to basically go after the Commonwealth. The Commonwealth has to participate. Maybe they have too high of an opinion? Let's see if we can... We're almost to enough. Let's see if we get them to reduce their opinion. Maybe they and Hungary like each other, though I can't fathom that would be the case. I really want to get all of them in this war. Let's get France. Let's ask them to prepare for war. France is at war. Ha ha ha. Right, prepare for war, Pope. We've built our monument in Vienna. Cool. Prepare for war. Prepare for war. And we're going to, probably the strategy, I've left two armies over here to sweep inward to deal with Ansbach. And then these are down here are Umbrian books. Fascinating. Turn back on our diplomacy focus. Also, probably boost that. Discontent and slandering, great. Yeah, there we go. With 3 stability, we make enough fervor. Keep going. The other thing I'll share is, in our mission tree, we really, while we're waiting here, we really only have 1 mission left, which is to end the Habsburgs. The problem is that the Habsburgs are now on the throne of, like, of the Commonwealth and Hungary. Like, Austria, we'll finish Austria just to finish the mission. Like, the intent of the mission tree is like a trivial objective, but having it spread out here will make it very hard to, quote, finish the mission tree officially. Which, that morale of armies and prestige would have been nice to have. Instead, we may try to go for the Switzerland achievement, as sort of a different, same idea, but different achievement here. As sort of our end condition for this one. We are doing well, making our way towards that. We have 70 provinces, so we're not all the way there, but moving in that direction. And so that may be our win condition instead. Let's see if we ask them to reduce their opinion of Hungary. I think that, there they are. They already hate them, so I'm not sure what they want. Ottomans. Accepting would destabilize the Ottomans. France is back out of this again. Hard to keep France in the war, because you gotta keep sending them cash. Come on, France. Come on. Stay with me, France. Problem is that if we go by ourselves, some of them are being weakened by revolution, of course, as well. So if we declare for, let's pick one higher up, Trinsen, just in case it's because they want the province that I'm picking. They'll come in. Great Britain, we know, will not participate, but if we were to bring in all of our friends, is that enough? It looks like we have a larger army and are more consolidated than the enemy, so I think we can do this regardless, even without the Ottomans, but it's good to have them happy with us. We will declare for Zagreb so that we can take the war goal very quickly. And all our friends are in. We will declare probably the largest war ever. Alright, now let us immediately wipe out this army if we can. Let us also move steadily forward. Who's the best sieger? This gentleman is not got any siege. Some of our generals are a little questionable here. 1 siege. 2 siege. All right. So let's march this one here. Step you onto the war goal. This gentleman has no siege, and so is not the one that we will send forward. Does this one have siege? Yes, he does. Let's move him onto this one. This one actually has 3 siege, and so would be the best one. Let's step him here then. We will walk him into here, and we will pull this one down. On track for support, close to these armies. And let's move. We want to catch that. Excellent. We caught that army. We want to stack wipe it before it can get away and link up with the other ones. We will immediately blast that fort. Alright, now let us spread out on these sieges. Like the Palatinate is actually the one controlling that siege. We want to end the Ansbach sieges early. Sicily has allied them. That's a strange ally. We want to end this because it's really a distraction, hopefully, before the Commonwealth really engages with this. I'm hoping that the Commonwealth troops are not nearby and that therefore we can quickly blitz through some of this Hungary territory before they really even get started. Hungary's got big armies down here, that's why we're staying very grouped up. We also, in preparation for this, I did take some military tech a little ahead of time, so we do have some extra advantages. Excellent. The capital has been taken of Hungary. Have to kind of keep both fronts in view here. Wow, that is a lot of troops in the capital. That fort is not very advantageous. It's just a farmland fort, so I'm don't super care about it. Not highly motivated to engage that. More interested in taking these fortresses that we have already here. Especially this one would be a good one to take. Excellent. There's a fortress down. The next one is probably this hill fort down here. See if we can move. Ooh, nope, don't want to do that. Let's move. Let's just wait a moment. Let's let some of these armies move out of the way. I'd like to get honestly, I'd like to get these down here. Looks like one of my vassals has not got a very good fortress here. Trying to decide whether we want to engage that. Don't think so. I think we'll be better served to wait and let our allies end their sieges of Ansbach before we go try to engage this one. And now that they're out of the way, let's see if we can hook down here. Spread kind of outwards this way. There we go. We have annexed Nassau. Let's figure out where their tiny little army is. I'm sure I have inherited an army that is parked in some out-of-the-way location. It's Independent Hessians, Schwarzguard, Army von Bern. Nope. Swiss Home Guard of Gors. Von Disson. This is one of ours. Flemish Company. Army von Milan, that's ours. Evelons. Ours. Waldstadt, I think, is ours. Army von Nassau, this is our random army that we have just inherited up here. Okay, we'll leave it here for now. Let us also core Nassau. There we go. Is this a province? It is a woods province. Let us upgrade. Upgrade. Interesting that they don't do this. Upgrade. Let us also build a ramparts there. Thank you. Gets rid of one diplomatic relationship as well. Alright, let's keep a close eye on this as these armies move south. They're busy with that fort, which is fine, not very important. I think it's better to try to close this southern flank. Lost a natural scientist. Close this area. Oh, not looking good there. I think they walked off of a siege as well, which is why it's always a little annoying when you're relying on the vassals. Let's put the national tax person in charge. We will bump them up. There we go. Now that is a huge engagement over there, but I really am not interested in participating in it. Oh, have they still not taken this one? Yeah, I didn't figure that battle was going to end well for us. Oh, pause. They've come into here because our allies engaged foolishly. If they had just backed off and not been so aggressive, this wouldn't have happened. But now it's going to be very difficult to reinforce this fast enough. Force march that army in. I don't know if any of these armies are close enough to participate. No, I think by the time they get there, the battle will be over. It's just too many troops here. We're gonna have to fall back. That's very disappointing. Now this army is going to get destroyed as well. I think both of those armies have been completely annihilated. If our allies would group up better and not have gotten caught up in that, I think we would have done much better. They're now beginning to move into some of our territory. We're gonna have to make a choice here. Do we swing back, try to protect our territory, or do we move forward further into Hungary's territory? I think we're gonna move forward for now. Let's move. Several armies over here of our own soldiers were annihilated. So if we want to participate over here anymore, we're going to have to regenerate some troops. Question, are there any mercenaries? That would be good. Got the Tyrolean Guard. We've actually hired almost all the mercenaries. Well, we've got tons of money, so rather than try to throw it together, let's just recruit a couple of mercenary companies. That's the benefit, I guess, of the... And the independent army. There we go. Let's put them all in the field, and we'll use them to try to kind of contain the northern front, if we can. That's the advantage of having mercenary ideas. You just train up some more. The Pope unfortunately controls this. Let's move these armies together. Got the best general. We got Heinrich von Wagen. He's probably the good one. The Tyrolean Guard. Or this guy. I think we're gonna go with the other one. So let us attach to the Tyrolean Guard. And let us take this one and the Reichsleiter and attach to the Tyrolean Guard. There we go. Now we have a new mercenary company. Let's move it forward to Zurich so that it's more in position to participate. Because we're going to have to help bail out, I think, some of our allies. Alright, let's return over here. Ulrichsund, discipline. Yes, we will take some discipline, thank you. Siege of Ragusa is over. Ansbach has rented an army from Brandenburg. Okay, thanks, Ansbach. Revolution with Portugal. Whatever, Portugal, that's fine. We're a republic, so we don't care quite as much about that as some of them do. Let's go to the next fortress. Hungary's not very excited for this war anymore. We're gonna need to help our allies out here. Let's move up. Let's see if we can spook them off of it just by getting close. There we go, another siege down. Take out a woods down here. This one got some siege. Let's send him over to help with this one, actually. Because it looks like their army is way out of position. It's like Hungary has found a Commonwealth army, but we have managed to scare them away from the Palatinate. So that's worked out okay. We've managed to spook them back. Social reform. Gain 1 base production. No. Agent discovered in Hungary. That's fine. The upside is while they are distracted, this is allowing us to siege. Oh good, he's an inspiring leader. You're a great leader. We will keep you. Thank you. Morale of armies. Let's see, we can take the next Diplotech. I think we will. Let's bring the Tyrolean Guard in behind to support them. We might send it in. We can use some of our cannons maybe to help them siege faster. They've pulled back, which means they may be about to pivot over here, so we're gonna have to be careful. Let's come around. Yeah, a lot of times when they pull back, they're either going to pop up abruptly over here with no warning, or it means they've run off to Denmark. I'm not really sure what they're doing. Looks like maybe they sent some troops around to the top. Oh, that's very good for us, because it means they are totally out of position now. They've sent basically their entire army up here, and it's like, well, that's bad for Denmark, but pretty good for me. All right, I'm going to pause here. Some back and forth here in the war, but overall, I think we're in good shape. Oh, also, they're over here in France. Overall, I think we're in good shape, so I will look forward to seeing you when the war continues next time.